Thank you to EA for providing me with a free code of the Sims 4 Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack. So hello everybody, it's Lena, and in today's video we are building a tattoo and art studio that I built using the new Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack that just came out for The Sims 4 a few days ago by now. And for this first build that I'm doing with this pack, I really wanted to do something that really just went well with it. So I have so many ideas for fun businesses that I want to do that don't really have anything to do with the skills and the hobbies and whatnot that we got in this pack. But for the first one, I wanted to use a skill that went with it, obviously, and we did get tattooing and pottery and candy making, I believe, as well for it. And I feel like tattooing is such a cool skill that we've gotten, so I really wanted to make a tattoo studio. And when I started building it, I figured that I really wanted to make it an art studio, or it's not really an art studio, but like an art place as well, because obviously, or to me at least, obviously tattoo artists are very artsy people and they seem really cool in that way. So I was imagining that the sim who runs this business and also lives on top of it is a tattoo artist who's obviously very artsy, and she's so good at art and she's just really cool. And she tattoos people, and then outside of the building there's this mentoring board, so she holds classes for people, obviously for customers, and she does classes on tattooing and also art in general, and I think that's awesome. But of course we are doing this build in the new world of Nordhaven. I should really know how to pronounce that name since I'm Scandinavian, but you know what? It's fine. I don't remember what the name of the specific neighborhood is, but it's the newer one, and there are a lot of very industrial buildings around, and I felt very inspired by them, so I also wanted to do an industrial build, and that's basically how we ended up with this exact construction. Yeah. I think it's pretty cute. It's like a very small converted factory. Like, I don't know what they were making in this factory before it became a tattoo studio, but something, okay? It's fine. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. The story behind this lot is that the factory got abandoned, and then approximately a handful of years ago, this tattoo artist lady saw the building and she was like, I see some potential in this one, and she bought it and she turned it into a tattoo studio, and she also made a little home for herself on the second floor of it. So she's got a little apartment up there. It's only a 1-bedroom apartment because it's only for one sim, or at least I was imagining only one sim living there, but of course there's a double bed, so you can easily live there with 2 sims if that's what you want to do. I was just picturing one sim. That was kind of what went along with the story for this build in my head. Yeah, but downstairs is where we've got the tattoo shop, and I put 3 tattoo beds in there, and I don't really have that much experience playing with this build or this pack yet because I've only so far played with it when I was playtesting this build, so I don't know if that's like an overkill in terms of how many beds you're supposed to have, but I mean, I thought it was a good amount, and it worked fine when I was playtesting. So I was just imagining that the tattoo artists in this build are obviously the lady who owns the place, and then she's got 2 people hired, and they've got a tattoo bed or tattoo whatever table is what I think they are calling it in the game. Yeah, I don't know, it seems like a bed to me though, so I think that's what I would like to refer to it as. It seems kind of like weird to put yourself on a table and get tattooed there. I like the idea of a tattoo bed, okay? And apart from the bathroom and a little tiny extra room, the downstairs area is basically one big open room, and then the 2 tattoo beds are in the big open space, and then there's a little bit like of a screened off place in the back of the build where it's a little bit more private, and there's also a tattoo bed there. And I was picturing that when your sims are getting tattooed in more compromising places on their bodies, I would say, like chest or like, I don't know, leg, butt, something like that, places that you might not want to like show to everyone, they go on that bed and get tattooed there instead, just so they're not on display for everyone else in the shop. But if you're just getting a arm tattoo or something very not compromising, you can just go on the other two beds. That's perfectly fine. So I just wanted a little bit of privacy in the back because I feel like I would enjoy that if I personally were getting tattooed, even though I don't have any tattoos. By the way, I should probably mention this. I have absolutely no experience being in tattoo shops. I've never been in one, so I don't really know if this is what I'm supposed to do in a tattoo shop. Like, I don't know if this is realistic in any way or if it would make sense in a real life tattoo studio. I have no idea, but it makes sense to me and I think it looks cool and it did function in game, so I think that's the most important thing. But yeah, I don't have any tattoos, so this is really not my forte, my area of expertise, if you will. Yeah, but I don't have any tattoos, as I said, and I don't think I see myself getting any as of right now. That might, of course, possibly change in the future, but right now I don't have any plans of doing that. But I think that tattooing is a really, really cool art form and a very cool thing in general. I really respect the art of tattooing, and I think that really good and really talented tattoo artists are so cool. So I really, really like that, and I do find it very, very fascinating. And I also think it's very fun to see super bad tattoos, so I also like that. And I'm definitely imagining that the sim I picture owning this tattoo shop has a level 10 in the tattoo skill. She's really, really good. She's so talented. She's got many years of experience. She's probably in her late 30s or something by now, and she's been tattooing since she was maybe a teenager. She was doing it just like in her bedroom, something like that. I feel like a lot of people do that. I have a feeling that a lot of tattoo artists get started that way, and then they go on to like do a proper apprenticeship and learn the right ways of tattooing and the safe ways of doing it so you don't give people infections and sepsis and everything like that. But she got started on her own, and then she did it the proper way, and now she's just super, super talented, and she's the one that people go to when they want to get like something really, really cool and really complicated and complex and interesting done. Yeah, and then she's got 2 people hired that may be like her apprentices. Why did I have a hard time saying that word? I don't know. Or maybe they're not apprentices and they're just 2 regular employees, but I definitely don't think they are as experienced and as good as she is. Like, one of them might be level 6 and the other one level 3 or something. That's what I was picturing. So if you want to get something really cool, you go to her, and if you just want something kind of simple, you can get tattooed by one of the other 2. That's perfectly fine, but she's the big boss, and I like that a lot. She's so cool. And as I said, she does have that apartment on top, and that's just a small apartment. It's actually like open concept. I didn't put a proper door in between the bedroom and the rest of the apartment because I didn't really see a reason to do that. I kind of enjoy doing like sort of open concept apartments or things once in a while. It is sort of closed off because the bathroom is in between those 2 rooms and it is basically separated, but there's no door, and I think that's fine. Yeah, it's just a cute little apartment, and I had a fun time doing it. It's very dark, like the color scheme is super dark, which is not something I do very often because I like bright colors and like white. So I had fun doing something a little bit out of my comfort zone for that apartment, and I think that the furniture and the everything basically that we got with this pack is so cool, and I cannot wait to explore the other skills that we got in it and to do something with those skills. That would be so fun. And also I would like to point out that in late December I did a video where it was just like a regular speed belt, but in that video I talked about what I really wanted to see in the year 2025 for The Sims 4, and one of the things I mentioned was a pottery skill. And what did we get in this pack? We got a pottery skill. Yeah, that's right. And in the video, I said that if EA was doing that, then I would really appreciate a big fat commission check because clearly they got the idea from me since I aired it in that video. So EA, pay up, please. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, that's not like the case because I posted that video in late December and they released the trailer or the announcement or however it went down for this pack in early February, so obviously they already had it all planned and ready to go basically in December. But I still would really like my money, okay? I really would like that. And additionally, I do currently have a giveaway for this pack going on my Instagram page. My name on Instagram is LacyLena YT. You know, the exact same as my YouTube channel, but just with the letters YT on the back. Yeah. So it's a giveaway for this pack. I'm giving away one code that has been sent to me by EA because I am fortunate enough to be a part of the EA partner program. So they are really kind and they sent me another code to give to one of you guys. Although, fair warning, like more than 300 people have already entered the giveaway and there's a few days left. So the chances of you winning this giveaway are pretty damn small, but hey, a chance is a chance. So if you would like to possibly win it, please go enter the giveaway. However, if you have not purchased this pack yet and you don't see yourself winning with those not amazing odds and you do want to get the pack, then I kindly ask you to consider using my creator code, which is just LacyLena. Unfortunately, you don't get any money off. However, I do get 5% of what you paid for the pack. So if you're in, for example, America, and you're paying $40 for it, then I get $2 if you do decide to use it. You obviously don't have to do that, but I guess the big advantage of doing it is that EA loses out on $2 and then I get it instead. Yeah. I hate saying stuff like that. It feels so awkward and so weird, but hey, if you were planning on buying it, I don't want to like sit here and tell you to buy it if you don't want it, but if you do want to do it, and it's that, if that's like a decision you've come to on your own, then hey, you could potentially use my creator code. That would be cool. Thank you. And that code can also be used for any of the other packs for The Sims 4, just pointing it out. Yeah, anyway. But I hope you guys are all doing well, and if you have decided to purchase this pack already, then I would love to know how you're feeling about it. And if you haven't gotten it yet and you want to, then let me know what you think is exciting about it and what makes you want to purchase it. And also, if you don't want to get it, then let me know why. Is it because it's just really, really expensive and you don't want to pay all that, or are you waiting for a sale, or whatever? Is it just because it's not really interesting to you? I'm very curious to know what your thoughts on it are. I'm personally very excited to get into some of the gameplay and see what it's all about, because I think it looks pretty cool, and I have for the longest time been wanting to do multi-purpose lots, which is one of the features that we're getting in this pack. So I think that sounds so cool, and obviously I did do something like that with this build, but I want to do so many more, and I feel like it opens up possibilities for so many cool ideas and builds, things you can do. I like it a lot. I'm really excited. So yeah, that's personally how I'm feeling about the pack so far. I do think it looks pretty cool, and I do like that this world is Scandi inspired. I think it's specifically Sweden inspired, which I do think is a little bit sad, because as a Dane, I am a certified Sweden hater, and that's just how it is. I'm sorry. The last time I spoke negatively in a jokey way about Sweden on my channel, a lot of people were not happy with me. Mainly non-Swedes were the unhappy people. So I think I'm gonna get in trouble if I say anything about that, but I just want you all to know that Swedes and Danes have just like some internal fighting going on, and it's all just for laughs. It's not serious in any way. It's just jokes. Yeah. I don't like Swedes. Swedes don't like me. That's how it is. So I think that this world should have been Denmark inspired, but it's not. Although there is a figure that looks a suspicious lot like the Little Mermaid, which is a figure, a little statue in Copenhagen. So I don't know what that's about. It seems very Copenhagen inspired, but I digress. I suppose it's fine. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing good, and I hope that everything is going well in your life at the moment. I'm having a pretty good day, which I feel like you can probably tell from the sound of my voice. And in my last video, I was not really doing super good because I was sick, so I sounded a little bit miserable. And also, I was talking about the fact that my dog recently passed away, and I was obviously very sad about that. I still am. It's been a little bit over a month now, so I still feel like it's very raw, and I still am just walking around with this feeling of having lost a huge part of myself and my life, because I did have my dog from when I was 7 and until now. I'm 21, gonna be 22 in a few months, so over 2/3 of my life, and now she's not here anymore, so it's very, very difficult to get used to, but I am just trying to deal with it. And also, I feel like I've been sabotaged by my brain, because about a week and a half ago by now, I had this dream where on the like 1 month anniversary of Minnie's passing, she showed up at our front door step, and she was just there. She was barking at us, and she was like, let me in, I'm here, I'm back now. And she had been dead for a month in my dream, and then bam, she was just dead. And me and my family, we were all so confused about it, because like, why was she here? That's so weird, right? But then she just stayed, and we were like, okay, we're not gonna ask any questions here, we're not gonna do anything about it, we're just gonna accept that Minnie is back, and that's cool, and it's perfect, everything is good again. So in my dream, she was just back, and then that left me with this feeling and this slight little hope that in real life, Minnie would also appear on my front door step on the day of her passing, or on the 1 month anniversary day of her passing, but she did not. So I was very disappointed about that. And also, I don't really know why I had this little hope, because my baby was literally cremated. We have her earthly remains in the house, so of course she was not gonna just show up on my front doorstep. That does not make any sense, but hey, grief does weird things to people, so I guess that's why I kind of thought that was gonna happen. So yeah, I was real sad last Thursday when that did not happen, and I feel upset that my brain would sabotage me in such a way. And I've had a lot of dreams about her where she's just there and hanging out and alive, but that was the only dream that has like recognized her death, but then she became her normal self again. So I don't know. It's really strange, and I just wanted to say that. But you know, I'm trying to deal with it the best way I can, but it's still just really, really weird. I lost my best friend. Man, I'm so sorry. This video was going like real well, and I was real happy and not sad, and then I feel like I brought the mood down a lot by talking about my dad dark, but I just wanted to give a little update on how I'm dealing with it, and it's just weird, you know, just up and down basically. But yeah, I'm sorry for bringing it up. That was real weird. Ooh, kind of, I don't know. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. It was a pretty short one, but anyway, if you did enjoy it, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already and you enjoy my content. I would really, really appreciate that. And besides all of that, I hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. And then I cannot wait to see you all in my next video that I will be posting in not too long. So yeah, bye everybody!